On behalf of the Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I just want to take this privilege to sincerely thank the government of Nagaland and our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Nifirio for being the president of the event, and his presence as one of the tallest leader of Northeast and India has made the Conclave more resolved to be so vibrant, strong, and come together in a more resolute manner. I also want to thank the presidents of the 7 states who are seated here for taking all the effort to come all the way from various parts of Northeast to be in this part of the first Northeastern Chamber of Commerce and Industry Business Conclave. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our Honorable MLA Srimati Hekani Jakalu, our Honorable Minister Sri Along Imna, and also Sri Abu Mehta, the advisor to CM, and the advisor to IDAN, chairman to IDAN. I also want to take this opportunity to really thank the people of Dimapurians, the chambers, president of all the district, my team of office bearers, who were in fact the real people whose effort made it see through this conclave to be held successfully for last 3 days and to be successfully held in this Dimapur. I also want to thank each and every member of organizing teams who have worked for last 2 months without proper rest and sleep. Their effort, I believe, paid off with rich dividend which my other state presidents will address. And also my district chambers who came all the way from various parts of the state to make sure that this event is a success, as well as it is an historic in the history of Northeast.
Well, it is indeed, it won't be a misnomer if we say that it is historic, because it is historic and we are in concurrence of that. The idea, I would say, was initiated by our host here, Dr. Muru, Chambers of Nagaland. They did a tremendous job and they took the pain to bring us together. And for long, everybody has spoken for a Northeastern people and Northeastern state, particularly for our business community, for our industrialists, for our entrepreneurs. But I think this will be the first time that the entire Northeastern states and the people who works on the ground, they have come together. Because we feel that sometimes while expressing our needs, while expressing our concern, we feel that it has not been adequately addressed. So this is the reason why CONESCI has been formed. And we, though we are from different states, we believe in oneness of Northeastern region. That's how we are here. Over the course of 3 days, we have deliberated on all the issues that has been plaguing us, that has been affecting us, and we have decided that it is time we should address and we should give our concern to the people in the right places.
A history has been encrypted by all the Northeast people at this platform. Thank you so much, the Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industry, who is taking the spearheading role in bringing all of us together in the one platform. We have decided to move forward for the people of Northeast in the days to come. We have discussed in detail about the issues, challenges, and most probably the prospect we have in the days to come. I believe this is a good opportunity for all of us and a single platform where our voice can be raised, where our older peoples can be connected in a single platform. Thank you once again for hosting such an important event for the Northeast people. I believe we are one Northeast are one, and we'll work together for the development of the country as a whole.
For last 3 days, we are here for a business conclave. First of all, I like to thank the host, Nagaland Chambers of Commerce and Industry, especially Dr. Muru, who has taken all the pain to organize Northeasterns as one. So we sit in 4 sessions and we talk on the economy, the problems and the remedies, how to identify the products, how to export, how to evaluate the products of the local, and lot more we have discussed. We also discussed some policies of Government of India, Loki's policies too. And today we have formed an ad hoc committee of Confederation of Northeastern States Chamber of Commerce and Industries, as myself as convener, and with 3 co-conveners, 1 secretary general and 3 secretaries. And also we have formed a draft committee for the constitutions. So within October, we'll formulate our constitutions, and thereon together we'll work for the betterment, for the upliftment of the Northeasterns as a whole. We want to encourage our youngsters to become an entrepreneur who can give jobs to others. So that's the main, our agenda, and we'll work on it. And there are some policies. Nowadays, what happened, the policies are made from one angle. Now, the policies will be made from both the angles, from our side as well as government side. In fact, in this conclave, the government of Nagaland, they have promised us for full support. Likewise, we will be having meetings in all the states, and I think all the states government of Northeast will help us and will support us. And of course, in our conclave, the Honorable Chairman for National Traders Welfare Board, Sunil Singhji, said clearly he is there to resolve any issues or problems or for the growth of the traders and business community as a whole of the Northeastern region. Thank you.
Rupam Goswami ji, on the idea of why we form a common platform, an apex body called the Confederation of Northeastern States Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The number 1 point would be, although we live together physically in the northeastern part of India, yet we are not connected, yet we are living so far away from each other, especially in terms of economy, trade, business, and other commercial activities. We were hoping that with the enaction of this APEC body, we will try to connect not only in the chamber level, but at the level of businessmen, at the level of entrepreneurs, and there will be a good matchmaking about the businessmen in all the northeastern states of India. That is the main concept. The second concept is what we do is for the people of Northeast, not for the businessmen residing in the Northeast. We have a very strong vision and a very clear mission also that we will work for the upliftment of economy for the Northeast states as a whole.
We are here to tell the ground reality of what is happening. Government of India has come out with beautiful policies, lookist, actist, but there are so many things on the ground that needs to be told. So that's why we have formed, we have decided to come together, and we would like to voice the concern. We would like to tell them, give our feedback, whether the policy that you have adopted, is it really helping us? Is it really designed keeping the interest of the people, of the resources of Northeast? Are we in the center of the things, or are we just a side dish? These are the things that we will be highlighting. And another thing, certain policies that has been formed, particularly the Northeastern Industrial Policy, be it NEEDS or NEEPs. We would like to give our feedback on that also. If a policy is not helping the people for whom you have intended it for, then I think that policy needs to be reviewed. That policy needs to be looked at. And we will mince no word. We are not here to politicize, but we are here to tell the truth. We are here to tell the story of our people, of our region, of our shared aspiration, and of our shared dream. And I think it's about time that government of India and government of our state, they have been listening, and it's time that they act on it as well. So this is the reason why we have come together. And I'm very sure days will come, and when we look back and we'll think that, yes, this was indeed historic, like the way we are terming it is so. Well, many resolution has been taken. There are certain policies which has not lived up to the expectations of our people here. So we have decided that we will give the first-hand report to the authorities concerned that yes, on the ground it is not showing much, so it needs to be re-looked into. It could be look is or act is policy. It could be the industrial policy of the region. It could be the value-added change that is required, the cold change that is required. So there are many things that we have discussed, and in times to come, we shall be corresponding to you as well, and you shall know about that.
What I believe is that once the economy has been uplifted, that means the law and orders will also subsequently come into place for the benefit, for the welfare. So I believe with this act, with these actions we are taking, the other matters will also be resolved in the subsequent manners.
This is a subsequent meeting of our groundworks that has been done before. And more or less it has been understood and agreed by all the state and the stakeholders, that is 7 northeastern states. We have agreed that unless there is peace, there is a resolution of conflicts in all the northeastern states, the conflicts may, or the situation, law and order may affect one state, but the projection to the outside world is northeast. Therefore, we, at one point of time, we have discussed that in order to remove that myth, that misunderstanding of the situation, it is time that we call for a peaceful Northeast, resolution of political issues as well across Northeast. That is what we have come to an understanding in our previous meeting. For Nagaland, this is one issue that has been discussed for last 3 decades. The moment that in our economy, Indian economy opened up, because of the fact that land holding system is totally different in Nagaland. Now, but as long as, until and unless we somehow open up ourselves to some kind of understanding to be able to host industries, factories, and manufacturers, I think we are heading nowhere. And see, CNCCI pushed for SARFAISE Act in Nagaland, which is well accepted by state government. It is passed, amended, and passed in the assembly. Now, the issue is the Article 371, which creates a problem for us, for the bankers to lend us the loan, because they need security at the end of the day. Now, what we have suggested to the state government, and state government is actively pursuing to come up with a Land Reform Act, where I think the Article 371A issue raised by the various tribal hosts has been taken care of, such as the land cannot be auctioned off to another tribe or from another one community to another non-locals. So even in the issue of this SEZ or the foothill roads area, I believe that is one way of how we can, deal with the issue. In a sense, I think the government can come in a way and then, even come into an agreement with the landholders and then, give it out in certain lease or agreement, that kind of modalities can also be worked out. Not necessarily that a person setting up a factory in an industry has to be given a land under the condition that it is being sold or purchased, but it can be in certain arrangements that it can be leased out so that the ownership belongs to the tribal, but it is never passed on to the outsider. So those are a few things we can explore, and I believe we will definitely write to the government for that kind of a suggestion. Land is so dear and near to all of, the tribals, basically to us. So this is an issue that, that can, unless handled in a very systematic way, can even become too emotional to be dealt with. So it has to be very systematic, but I think here let me come to one example where when we demanded for SAFIC Act, people were of the opinion that we'll sell off our properties, to the banks, mortgage all of our properties to the banks, and then outsiders will take it over. That was the apprehension, even by the educated class of people, to be honest. But in the process, we started explaining to them, and then good sense started prevailing, and then realized that, selling off your plot of land is better than mortgaging your land so that it comes back to you, So that has happened with SAFIC Act, and I believe even the foothold things, we will definitely work out on our part to ensure that, it trickles down to the grassroots level. We are with the government, but on the condition that we stick with Article 371A, which we are not in favor of selling it off outright. But we have many ways that we can explore to make foothill roads, the SEZ, a reality. We can make it very attractive without touching Article 371A.